Well, hello everybody. Welcome to another show. I'm very excited this evening because I just got monetized earlier this week from my YouTube channel. It's been for the last 2 months, I've been hovering right around getting just enough hours in so that I could start monetizing and getting. I thought I was going to get advertising like day one, but it turns out that after you get 3,000 hours of watch time within a certain amount of time a year, then you qualify for the first level, which turns out to be like memberships. And I don't know, I guess you can donate money to me in the comments, so feel free to do that. I guess I don't know how that works. But one of the layers that you can do is memberships, and it's sort of like Patreon. So I'm going to give it a shot. I have set up multiple layers on the site to be able to participate in different things that I feel like are useful and fun to do. So the different levels are KTLO is like the first level. At that level, it's $2.49 a month. And here, let me pull up the. There's a link in the comments here where you can take a look at the actual. Here we go. Okay. So I've got a link here to a page that I set up where I have each of the levels defined and described, and you can take a look at all the things I'm going to talk about here. It's a little bit easier to see it in text, I believe. So I put the word page, the web page together so you can take a look at it. And I'm reading all this, of course, from my own Word document. So do feel free to take a look at this page for more details. But the KTLO level is just keep the lights on. If you like what I'm saying here, I'm going to start doing these regular shows now that I've got monetized. I'm going to try to actually do something more with this channel. So I'm going to keep spreading the word of Zeus. I think that the ability to see illuminism in practice, the idea there is just one thing and we're all manifestations of that thing, using that magic in practice and applying it to your day-to-day life. I think that's fun, it's exciting, and I want to talk about that. I want to spread the idea of my Zeus cult and using the metaphor of the life of Zeus and Hellenic magic as a method of continuing to grow in your own great work and your own practices. I'd like to continue to spread that. So if you think that that's cool and you want to help me do that, by all means, do sign up for the level one. It's $2.50 a month. You get 10% off of everything on my site. With that, if you go to rufusopus.com in the shop or the courses, anything that I have for sale on my rufusopus.com thing, at $2.50 a month, you get 10% off. Yes, that's right. There's not going to be anything more than that at this point for the basic level stuff. I just super appreciate your support, of course. So that's, and the 10% off. The next level is the Rebel Orphan. And if you go to the site, there's a button here to go and take a look at the actual membership thing. And it takes you here to this page. And then if you go to the join button here, that's where you can see the different levels. So here's the keep the lights on level at $2.50 a month. The next level is the Rebel Orphan phase. Thank you very much, Paul. Appreciate the congratulations, sir. The next level is the Rebel Orphan phase, and that's $25 a month. I'm going to be teaching classes, one class a month, targeting the third Thursday of the month, a live session. A lot of people that took my classes for the Planetary Magic and the Holy Guardian Angel classes, they wanted more regular classes. They missed doing that. Somebody was saying the other day that they wish they could see that. So once a month, I'm going to start doing these classes where we can all get together and start participating in that. It's going to be $25 per person per month, and at that level, you also get all the perks of the previous level. So you'll be able to get the 10% off of everything. But the classes at this level are going to be sort of related to my other courses, probably beyond Planetary Magic, but also they'll include things like Goetia and initiations. I've got a whole list of topics on the page that I think are going to be interesting to talk about. I'm planning to have them be 30 to 60 minutes, at least one a month, probably more, because I really have. So I actually set up a tool to start recording ideas as they come to me to put together these shows for, and I have about half a dozen so far. So I've got like 6 months worth if I wanted to just do one a month, but I have a feeling I'll do more than that because I'm pretty excited about this. So the videos are going to be either pre-recorded or live, probably live, mostly live because I like to do them live. But if they're going to not be, if they are live and you missed it, you can watch them on the members only channel. But also I might pre-record them if I have time to actually do some research and compiling and all that stuff. Yeah, whatnot. So, but this is going to be like for the intro level magicians, from intros to noobs to intermediate magicians, people who are still sort of establishing their stuff. So if you go back to the Zeus cult thing, I've got my Zeus cult model based on the life of Zeus from the Hesiod and from the Derveni manuscript, where he becomes the demiurge. If you look at the different phases of his life, I've named each of these phases after that. So the teachings in this level are going to be based on the rebel orphan phase, where he's learning how to do magic, he's learning from Metis, he's learning how to be cunning, he's learning how to apply the different pharmacopoeia methods that she teaches. He's learning to use the occult powers. So that's what these classes are going to be about: using your occult powers, spellcraft, candle magic, the spirit pot class that I had the other day, things like that, how to actually put them together, what to do, showing you rites and rituals, that kind of thing. Practical hands-on magic that you can do as a manifestation of the all thing that is just daily stuff. That's that level. The next level is going to be the revolutionary initiate. So when you take this magic stuff a little bit more seriously and you're happy with everything you're getting from your stuff and you're ready to go into the deeper levels and you want more than just a decent life, you want more power, more influence, more ability to control your fate, to direct the fates of yourself and others. A lot of people are happy to be NPCs, but somebody needs to take up the role of the main character. And, if you don't do it, some narcissist will. So better an illuminated narcissist, in my opinion, than some, I don't know, windbag or whatnot. The idea of this level is that you're going through the initiatory processes and turning the great work into an esoteric, mystical application. My good friend BJ Swain prefers that magic be used to refer to actual magic, where you're influencing the natural world in conformity with your occult practices. And that's more the rebel orphan phase for this kind of thing. I separate the revolutionary initiate out into the more mystical phases of things, where we connect to the all thing. We're seeking a unified experience. We're getting initiated into the 7 spheres of magic, of the planetary magical creation process, the 7 planes of the chain of manifestation, the whole hermetic dealio. And when you go through the initiatory process of that, you start to develop a personality and a character. You deal with problems that you've picked up along your life that have made you blind to your true powers, and sometimes that comes with expressing that in frustrating ways. It's not always great, it's not always fun, so that can be kind of dangerous. So around that phase, what I've created are these guided visualizations. They are not they're not more than that. They're just they are simply 15 videos that I've basically outlined at this point. I've already gotten the collateral that I need for them to generate them. I've got the scripts written. I just have to record them and make them available. I was waiting for a specific thing to happen that hasn't happened yet, so I'm going to have to do this in a different way. And this other venue came along, so it's great. So what I can do is I can offer these guided visualizations. It's very much a relax your mind and body, open up your spirit, and then I'm going to walk you through the experience of an initiation into each of the 7 spheres. That's 7 of the videos. Each one is going to be an individual initiation right into that sphere. Just the visualization, of course. I'm not claiming to initiate anybody, but basically it's an initiation into the sphere. And then each of the elemental kingdoms, so that's 11 of the videos. And then I want to do 4 other kinds of videos that I think are pretty cool. And these are these are based on the things that I have found to be incredibly useful in my path here. So this is the past life connection and reclaiming. Like if you connect back to your own past lives and all the powers that you've received and your lessons learned and your mantras that you've chanted and your yantras that you've drawn, all those things, if you connect those things to yourself spiritually in this lifetime, you plug your own life into that, you go through this period of searing pain and frustration, but then you come out of it remembering a lot more about yourself. In theory, of course, I'm not saying any of this is real. This is all things that I have done myself that I found were very beneficial. So there's that visualization is going to be included, an actual conjuration of the Holy Guardian Angel, a ritual of connecting to the unity of all, rising up through the seven spheres, releasing it at each of the seven spheres, the negative aspects of ourself and our personality, reconnecting at the top with the ultimate source of all things by going through a portal that we visualize as being the sort of like what the fascinus represents, the creative generative force through which, like it's a roaring vortex of raw emergent existence and consciousness, right? Where it all mingles together. We unify with that. We go through the other side. We experience the inexpressible. We F the ineffable, and then we come back through it. And it's all visualization, words and a mild trance state, that kind of thing. It's all positive. All of these will come with the script. You can see what we're going to be talking about before we talk about it. Should not be done while you're driving. Should point that out. These are not podcasts for listening to for long road trips or anything like that. This is visualizations to assist you in your transformational processes as a magician pursuing the accomplishment of the great work, so that you can become more empowered, more efficient in your ways. And these are just the kind of rituals that I've done myself. You can either use the visualizations as a model for doing your own rituals, or you can interact with them in the astral realm as if you were receiving initiations. You can do whatever you want to with them and see how that works out for you. So that's $49.99 a month, and it comes with the Revolutionary Initiate phase. And that's this one. And then the next level, it's $150 a month, $149.99 a month. That's, you get everything else that comes previously, but you also get an hour of my time, a personal hour where people have asked me to be able to like mentor them or give them readings or whatnot. I'm happy to do that for people if they want that kind of thing, if they're willing to pay me for it. Otherwise, I can't really justify. I get so busy. I have a billion things that I'm trying to get done, and if I stop and anyway, if I'm not helping to contribute to the other ideas, I feel like I'm robbing myself. Anyway, but the bottom line is, if you give me $150, I will sit down and I will talk to you for an hour about whatever you want to talk about as far as the great work goes. Whatever your initiatory experiences you're going through. If I've been through them and I have some advice I can help with, I'll offer that. If you want a tarot card reading, if you want some divination, I can do some I Ching stuff. Take a look at you through the eyes of my holy guardian angel. My experiences with the all thing recently have made me somewhat intuitive with some other aspects of things. So I can do some weird woo shit if you're into weird woo stuff. So anyway, any topics that are related to the great work, you can get those as at the $150 a month. And that's just one reading a month, 1 hour a month. I'm not going to try to be your end all be all for everything. I expect people to sign up for this like once in a while if they need it, but most of the time I don't think anybody would want to subscribe for more than, I guess, maybe the Rebel Orphan phase would probably be like the most I would ever want to subscribe for any of this stuff on a regular basis. If I was going through my seven spheres phase again, I might sign up for the Revolutionary Initiate phase for just the added boost to just having to know what I know now. If I'd known that back then, I think that would be worth it. And the personal support, I mean, as needed, if you wanted to sign up for that, you could up your level or drop it if you don't need it anymore or don't want it anymore if it's not useful. The Benefic Blessings is the next level. It's just twice a month, the first Thursday and Fridays, I do a Jupiter rite and a Venus rite. And if you want to be included in that, I will include that with you. What you get with this is you get a video of me doing the rite. and I will mention you if you want me to mention you out loud, but otherwise I will just bless you and your symbol or your seal or whatever it is you want blessed as part of that ritual. And everybody who's a member, a current member at this level on that month, on that date, will get that. And I'll post the video of it within 24 to 48 hours of doing the rite. So that goes for Thursday and Friday, $250 a month. If you're going through something that you want to get blessed and you want the benefics to take care of you for a little bit and you just need a little boost, that's what that's for. You don't need me to do this. Again, this is stuff you can do on your own. This is just for the people that like to have people do magic for them. If you want me to do magic for you, you're welcome to pay me to do magic for you, and I will do magic for you. But I think you should do your own magic, and I highly encourage you to do that instead. You should conjure Aphrodite for favor and blessings at your work, and you should conjure Jupiter for favor and blessings from kings, and also for wealth and health and prosperity. And that's it. That's what you need. Sex and health and prosperity and favor at work. You'll do well with all those things. But if you want me to do that for you, first Thursdays and first Fridays of each month, if you're a member of this this level, I will happily include you in that. And that's the benefic blessings level. And then once upon a time, I used to offer the business booster rite. This was I used to charge $1,200 for it, but it was a one-off thing. But if you guys want to get my assistance walking an idea or a business symbol or a enterprise that you're working on, this ritual works really well for people who already have established businesses. When my first client saw a 150% increase in his profits in the first few months, it was really great. I was really proud of that one. But it's $499.99 a month for as long as you want it. It's not something I would recommend that you do all the time for everybody. It's not necessary for sure. But if you have an idea that you want walked through the 7 spheres, what it is I take the symbols of it, I take the details of it that I have. If you have a business plan or whatever, I take the symbolic representation of your business and I bring it up through the 7 spheres and I release anything that is keeping it from manifesting on the way up. I release all the negativity that's surrounding it and anything that could be blocking it from coming into being. And then on the way, when I get to the top, I ask for it to be blessed, of course, by the source, and then draw it back down through the 7 spheres, establishing the foundation and the guardrails and the blessings and the expressions of those things all the way down until it is in the material world where it's turned over to the 4 kings to materialize. So it's a decent sized ritual. It takes a decent amount of time, and it includes all of the intelligences of the spheres along the way. So it's based on the Corpus Hermeticum. It's based on some traditional stuff, but it's all my own interpretation of it. And if you want to be a part of that, that's the most expensive thing that I can think of to offer. But this is my attempt to try to monetize this thing and see how it works. If it works out great, then it works out great. If it doesn't work out great, it's an interesting thing and it costs me nothing to do. So we shall see how that works. Do sign up if you want to help. Please, I definitely would appreciate as many supporters as I can get for sure, because I don't want to. Honestly, what I really want to do is I want to have some time to just. I want to stand at my lathe, and I want to turn big pieces of wood into small pieces of wood for occult purposes. I really want to start doing some spirit pot stuff that I have in mind that involves, forging metals at a certain time and making a seal for a spirit on a laser, and then creating the vessel for it, and then putting it all together, into this one final component that's going to be awesome. But it takes time to figure out how to do each of those steps. And my day job is necessary to pay my bills. So hopefully the YouTube channel replaces my day job, or, helps assist me get to a point where I can replace the day job and just spend more idle time pursuing the creative arts that I enjoy wasting my time on. So anyway, thank you very much for your time. Thanks for considering all this stuff. I know this is a long one. The YouTube people suggest that you do like a 2-minute video for this kind of thing, and I'm like, that's not going to happen. So my 30-minute videos are likely to be just like this. So thanks a lot, everybody. Do sign up if you're interested in this kind of thing, and if you're not interested in it, I don't think you need me for any of this. This is entirely optional. Rufus is a. I hoped that I have a fun and insightful way to kind of skip ahead for people, but it's definitely not for everybody. I am not everybody's cup of tea. So do participate if you want, and I hope that it's helpful to you. All right, take care.